Hey, Chris from Divine Key here, spelled QI, with the Tarotscope for the week of May 4th for Capricorn. Hey Capricorn, glad to see you here. I'll be pulling 3 cards, 1 card for your general energy, 1 card for your love, partnership, romance, and 1 card for your money, finance, career. So first off, Capricorn, please. I'm using the vice versa deck. I close my eyes because it's printed on both sides of the card. So I don't want to see what the cards are until I pull them. And Capricorn, for your general energy, you got the 4 of Cups. 4 of Cups is a card of feeling disillusioned, of being dissatisfied, of having your heart broken a few times, or feeling like you've given your all and just not being received the way you expected. It's also, you're so discouraged that you don't even want to look anymore. Like, you're done. You're just tired and you just prefer to be by yourself right now. So in the coming week, don't be surprised if you just want to disconnect from everything. It's almost overwhelming. You've almost had an overwhelming feeling of dissatisfaction, and you just want to disconnect for a while. Capricorn, that's your general energy. Next up is your relationship love energy for the week of May 4th for Capricorn. And you got that side of the Temperance card. So the normal Temperance would look more like that. In this deck, you got the back side of it, which is an interesting thing. Temperance usually indicates to me that there needs to be a balance of power, that not a 50-50 balance, but that equal amounts of whatever you're putting in from different parts have to come together in a way that makes it more than what you would get if you just did it alone. And this kind of is interesting in the sense that it feels like the Lion from the Strength card has shown up here. So for me, this feels like it's an internal battle. Often Temperance for me is about how you interact with other people, but here it's how do you treat yourself, Capricorn? And it kind of goes along with the 4 of Cups feeling. You're so discouraged. You're really being mean to yourself, or maybe you're putting more effort into one part of your life than another part. And this is asking that you take a closer look at that and try to provide just the right amount of each thing that you're working on. So if we're talking strength here, your internal strength, it could be like, is it all work in the play? Are you putting 90% of work in and 10% play? In the long run, it needs to balance. So maybe you work 3 days, 12-hour days, completing something, and then you take the rest of the week off. So that's what we're talking about here. So that is, well, this actually isn't, this would be your love card. So in that case, still, it's an internal energy. I just sat with it a second, and it's internal energy. So when you interact with other people, it's still being colored by your internal energy. And finally, we're going to look at your work, career, money, finances. Card for Capricorn, please. And you got the Knight of Cups. So this is interesting because it says you're all about your career right now. The Knights tell me how quickly the energy moves, and the Knight of Cups is a steady moving energy.